Not just now Birmingham, so Atlanta, Birmingham, and what was next?
I went to Huntsville, Alabama. Corporate relocation brought me to Huntsville, Alabama, is because one of my vendors asked me to be a part of Blue Origin relocation team, and that's Jeff Bezos' space company. He builds all his rockets in Huntsville, Alabama. And so I'm like, you want me to go to Huntsville and put a team together? Didn't know no agent. Well, I said, give me 2 months, and I have it put together, establish it, and that's when I came into Huntsville, Alabama. I decided to take a risk. I went up to the conference not knowing a single person, not having no connection in there, but I knew that the one thing that I was always good at, and I told you, is building relationships.
So Jeremy and I met in January of this year at our Huntsville Area Association of Realtors Gala. And it's my understanding it was Jeremy's first time coming to any Huntsville event. And we were at a table close by to each other. But it was funny because when I got to the event, there were some agents from another brokerage, and they were like, Jeremy's here. Jeremy's here. No, Jeremy from Norman and Associates. And I said, they're like, the guy that's on IG. And I said, oh, okay. I said, well, I know Norman and Associates because their office was next to mine in our other facility. So I was like, okay, yeah, all right. So we started talking in typical Jeremy fashion. Once he gets your information, he has that immediate follow-up. So after the event was over, he gave me a call. He said he was hungry, and where could he get some food after 10 o'clock in Huntsville, which is nowhere. So I told him, I said, listen, you got 2 options. We can go through a drive-through at McDonald's or Waffle House. Waffle House is always open, right? And that's not necessarily one of my favorite spots, but 10 o'clock after you've been out, it's going to get the job done, right? So we went to the Waffle House. There's one up in the county near me. And we sat there for like 4 hours and talked about real estate, our dreams, our backgrounds, roadblocks, this stuff. I think basically we told each other like our entire lives in that 4-hour time frame. I didn't sleep that night because I drank so much coffee while we were sitting there over our, greasy breakfast. But that's really how it started. And he offered to help me. So initially, it wasn't about us merging our companies. I talked to him so much about Sunny Day and how it was, how we were doing and how, this year I asked God to enlarge my territory. And, I just really needed the right person that wasn't going to gatekeep and, just really mentor and help me. And that's what he agreed to do. So every week, Jeremy would call me. He'd give me homework to do, in terms of getting myself out in social media and some marketing things. And he'd find something, and he was bouncing off ideas to me and things that he was doing for Norman and Associates at the time. Then probably I don't think it was even 2 months in, he gave me a call. He was on his drive back to Birmingham from Atlanta. And he said, I've never done this. I don't really even know how we're going to do it. He said, but I want to figure out how, we can build, better lives, together.
And it's a tricky story in Huntsville. So 3 years ago, I started looking in real estate, and I started looking at some of the other firms, my competitors, and I started what division at their company that we don't have, because I'm always forward thinking, of what they have, and so I can build it. And I saw that majority of all corporations had a relocation division. And so I didn't know about relocation, but I knew that I needed to learn about relocation. Of course, I'm an entrepreneur, so I'm everything. I'm the business analyst, or whatever you want to call me. So I started doing my research, and I realized that 80% of all luxury listings are corporate relocation. And then if I wanted to be able to, and our agents to be able the opportunity to sell to those CEOs, those directors, I needed to get into corporate relocation. But I knew that if I was going to be in this industry, the way I came in and the way I presented myself needed to be perfect, because it wasn't no African Americans really into corporate relocation. And I knew that it was going to be me breaking through the door. And so she got me ready.
I prayed about Jeremy, just meeting him, I didn't know him. I didn't have any background on him. So of course he did his research. I did my research as well. But, it's that thing inside of you that kind of knows. And, throughout my process and as I was praying about the decision, he didn't have anything to necessarily gain. Jeremy is going to go get it wherever it is. But, he told me actually that night, and I don't know if he probably wants this on here, but he turned around a couple of times during the evening because I was sitting behind him. And during that time at the Waffle House, he said, I hope you didn't think I was like a creep and, looking at you. I thought that maybe you, were just kind of seeing who was in the room. He said, but really, he's like, God just kept turning my head around saying, that's her. That's who I want you to help. And, that stayed with me. I've never been able to shake that loose. How he is cascading down on everybody in the business. If you saw the two teams come together, you don't typically see minorities come together in love and don't know each other and excited and exchanging numbers. But that's the culture that, we built and that we're continuing. And that was important for me, for my agents, because Sunny Day, we're the girl next door. We're everybody's happy agent. We were not trying to be out here trying to be overly flashy or anything like that. We wanted to provide great service and something to be proud of. But first and foremost, we had to do right by one another. We had to operate and function as a family and as a team. And that's two of the things that he absolutely leads with. The rest will come. Money is going to come. Business is going to come. But you have to be able to help people be better than where they are today.
I was in WOW when I met Jeremy. I will tell you that I've known Demby for many years. And I knew that I trust her so much. And I knew that she would not do anything with her business that Jeremy had to be magnificent. And clearly, in that first meeting, I knew that this was the best thing. I'm just so impressed with his knowledge. He's so like a giant teddy bear, right? He's so compassionate, and passionate about what he does. Talking, just elevating Black people, luxury, real estate, to be a part of something that is so magnificent. Hearing how he started and what he's looking to do and grow and how he's going to make us better. So it wasn't just about him talking about him. He really talks about how he's going to improve us and make us better and make us top notch. I just enjoy everything about Jeremy, and I'm so excited to just continue and grow.
How did your mental and your spiritual shift from becoming an agent to becoming now a leader? Not just a CEO, but now you're a leader.
That would have to be the most challenging part right there. Going from being all about you to all about all of us. It took a minute for me to develop all the way to be a leader. Now, I'm going to give credit to KW. I saw how my brokers ran their brokerage within Keller Williams, and so it gave me a visual of how I needed to run it. And I was researching. YouTube is amazing. I looked at so many videos on YouTube, and Google, between Google and YouTube were my best friends when I first started the company. Because, like I said before, I didn't have a mentor on the real estate side of things. I had to learn on my own.
So I moved to Birmingham, and he was there working in Birmingham for Keller Williams. And he was working at Keller Williams full-time, and then he was working part-time in Macy's shoe department. So, of course, when I go into Macy's, I would be asking him for a discount and a hookup for the shoes, and you never give me a discount either. However, here I am sitting 20 years later, and I'm working for him and his brokerage. So that is just a testament to his character. It's a testament to his tenacity, his drive, his ambition, because at that time I was working for Social Security, and so I had a good government job. We had security and financial security and all of the things. And so now I am working for my friend and my brother. So I would just like to thank you for the years of friendship. Thank you for thinking of me when you came into the Huntsville market. Thank you for what you have done for the over 300 agents that have joined Norman and Associates and that have now rebranded over into Norlux. Thank you for reaching out to Denby and bringing Sunny Day on board and turning all of us into Norlux and all of us into this absolutely beautiful real estate brokerage. I cannot wait to see what happens in the future. I cannot wait to see where we go. And thank you for allowing us to live in your dream. And thank you for helping our dreams to come true as well.
Us transitioning from Norman and Associates to Norlux was a move that was, you knew it was forthcoming, it was necessary, and it's needed because he always prides himself in his business on providing clients with great standards, high quality work, readily available attitude towards customers and clients. So with that, he's always looking to provide some type of luxury service somewhere in all price points. So it was inevitable for us to become Norlux because, hey, it's in the name, right?
About a month later, quietly, privately, we decided to bring our businesses together. The one thing that I have to say about you today is that you're actually who you say you are. And I appreciate that about you. There's no gatekeeping. Any and everything that I have needed in these 6-7 months, I have gotten that and then some. And I've learned so much from you. And, you know, one thing that the agents say all the time is that Jeremy has, you know, changed our lives and that he has opened up a door and created space in spaces that we didn't know we belonged. So we appreciate you and thank you.
Okay. We're celebrating in all of our markets. So today, Birmingham has a huge get together. So Birmingham and Huntsville decided to do theirs together because they're only like an hour, 15 minutes apart. So we got probably about 90 agents in Birmingham that are coming together to celebrate. And then we also have our Houston team that's going to be celebrating. We gave everybody new Yeti cups with Norlux on it, bags. And so 3 different markets are going to be celebrating at the same time, and we're going at the same time. That's growth. We want to exceed their expectations. So everything about our company is about working together as a team, showing them that we can give them outstanding customer service, we can love on them, we can care for them, and we can give them everything they need. And so I'm going to make it simple. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for trusting in me. And I know I got the right person in place. Let's do it. We got it.
So in Birmingham, Norlux Realty with the Birmingham Business Journal was up for top residential firm in Birmingham by the Birmingham Business Journal. I am excited to say that we have been named by the Birmingham Business Journal as the top residential firm across the board. So, yeah. Birmingham is my hometown. To be recognized in my hometown as the #1 brokerage in Birmingham, Alabama. Next week we are a finalist with NARAMS as the top residential. So next week I'm gonna bring that one home too. We'll be the finalist. So Norlux is really on the way.
Now, being the CEO, the leader, are you like a mentor as well?
I am now getting to the mentor 5. This video is for me to pour back into others. You know, the last 5 years has been like boots on the ground. Now, everybody that knows me, and I think that people are very shocked, and I hear this all the time, I answer all my inboxes and messages. I'm pouring information because a lot of people say sometimes I talk too much, but I say, what is talking too much? I believe that the more I help somebody out, the more God is going to help me.